Are you having a hard time brushing your dog? Is your dog trying to run away from you every time they see a brush? If your answer is yes, you're in the right place. First, you will need some high-value treats for your dog, so something your dog will go absolutely crazy for. If this is your first time introducing a brush to your dog, of course, the first thing you should do is to present the brush in front of your dog and mark with a yes and treat as they look at the brush, stay close to the brush, or sniff it and explore it to create a positive association with this new novel thing that your dog has never seen before. And then slowly work your way to desensitize your dog to getting brushed by brushing and treating, brushing and treating. However, I'm going to assume that you are here because you've tried that and it doesn't work. And after getting the treat, your dog will run away from you. If that's the case, I'm going to share with you my 3 unique methods. One of my favorite ways to make my dog stay still when being brushed is to hold the treat in my hand like this. So notice the way I cover the treat with my finger and I only leave a tiny bit out. I will then start brushing my dog as I present my hand with the treat in front of their nose. Since they can't get all of the treat in one bite, they will stick around and glue their nose to my hand. All you have to do is to make sure that you only give them a tiny piece of the cake at one time. Sometimes in between those yummy bits, I will let them lick the smell of the treat in my hand before releasing the next bit so that my treat can last longer. So the first method should work wonderfully for you, I would say about 60 to 70% of the time. However, there are times when you need to use both of your hands to properly brush your dog. You can use this second method if you live with someone else that's willing to help. So you can ask the other person to keep feeding them tiny pieces of the treat as you run the brush through their coat. And that should help to, number 1, divert their attention from the brushing motion to the other person and the treat that they hold in their hand. And number 2, build a positive association with the brush. And the way you do that is to tell the other person to stop treating your dog every time you stop brushing. And you have to get the timing right. So once you stop brushing, the treat is gone immediately. So what if you are alone or the other family member refuses to help? Or what if you have a puppy that can't control his teeth pressure yet and he's biting your hand to get the treat a little bit too hard, too painful for you? Well, that's when the third method will come in handy for you. Buy a food puzzle. I will link the one I use for my small Pomeranian below. So I will put some treats in different compartments of this puzzle and I will brush my dog as she's working on the puzzle and not paying attention to me. Your dog will probably move around more with this method to try to get all the treats from different angles and corners. So you just gotta sort of move along with them when brushing. There are 2 bonus tips that I would like to share with you to make the grooming session more enjoyable for your dog. Tip number 1 is to try to brush your dog as often as you can. The more you do it, the quicker they will get used to it. And also, the more frequent you brush your dog, the less tangles and marks they will develop. The experience will become a lot more comfortable and painless for your dog. And as a result, they won't be afraid of being brushed as much. Tip number 2 is to start at an outer edge and gently work your way deeper into the mud instead of going all the way in and trying to untangle everything all at once, because it's going to be a lot more painful for your dog and you don't want to associate pain with brushing. That's exactly why your dog will keep running away from you when being brushed. They are afraid of the pain. If every time someone tries to brush your hair, you feel pain, would you run a mile every time you see a brush? You would, right? Watch this video next to learn how to groom a Pomeranian. Or if you want to teach a new puppy some basic obedience commands, click here.